Tyler DeLuca, no cap space. First off, Coach, congratulations on the win. Obviously now with advancing, obviously certainly still a game left to be played, but there's a possibility of a former player being on the other side with Oklahoma and Jennie Baranczyk. Kind of a two-parter for you. One, seeing a player obviously that go from being part of the program as a player and the success that she's had over the course of her coaching career so far. What does that mean for Iowa as a program? And then on the court, it almost feels like kind of an honorary in-state matchup a little bit, just stylistically with that. And how do you feel like, obviously, those early games against the Drakes, the Northern Iowas, and the in-state Iowa opponents can prepare you for Jennie Baranczyk's Oklahoma system?
Well, first off, I want to give all due respect to Florida Gulf Coast. I think that every team in the tournament, we see the upsets that are possible, and they've done a super job. So I would like the record to state that I've been asked about the Oklahoma team. And I will have to say, I think playing the Drakes and Northern Iowas, they prepared us more for Murray State. Although Jennie Baranczyk did a super job at Drake, she's in the SEC now. And she does similar things, right? We like what we like. But I think that that's more the deal is, I mean, she's got some tremendous talent, getting Beers from the portal, Peyton Verhulst. They're really two key pieces that she added. And then we recruited the heck out of Sahara Williams. I thought that was an interesting storyline. Hallie Polk of Murray State was a high school teammate of Sahara Williams, both really good Iowa players. And Jennie is just a tremendous young coaching talent. She's really great. She helped us with our first Big Ten tournament championship. She was a freshman. Another coach on my staff, Randy Peterson-Henderson, she was a senior, so they were teammates. So that's a fun connection, but very proud of Jennie. She's just is shining, and I'm really happy for her. But I usually like to cheer for her teams. It's not so fun when you have to face them.
Yeah, Barry Tremmel told the world, since you brought it up, Jennie, what do you think about playing the Hawkeyes? Right. How emotional is it going to be? I mean, all the people you know over there, including the head coach, all those things.
Yeah. Well, first I just want to, I got into coaching because I loved my experience. I loved playing basketball, and a lot of times people get into coaching for different reasons, but I did it because I loved it. And so obviously Iowa always has a place in your heart, and then there's people that are still there. And, even when they had their kind of trouble part of their season, and it's easy to still cheer for them and want them to do well. And we know that every time you step into your game against them, both teams want to win, and that's okay. But I've played them 9 straight years at Drake, so I don't have this is the first time that I'm going against my alma mater. I don't have that, and quite honestly, I know those are incredible storylines, and the NCAA tournament likes to do that. But I'm so excited about this team that I get to coach here, and their resiliency in this season that's been an interesting season, being the first in the SEC. And being able to see what we can do on our home floor against a really good opponent in the NCAA tournament on Monday. And I want to see these fans show up, because everybody is showing up on a national level for women's basketball right now. And I think we're getting there here. I really do. I think people in Oklahoma are really starting to pay attention. Look how many people are in here now. You all weren't in here the first year. You all weren't necessarily in here. I mean, you've been following us and you've been great, but you're in here because people are interested in it. And so I love your interest. I love what you guys have all given. And you can start to feel that our fan base is continuing to grow. So I was lucky to go to a place that women's basketball matters, and I got to play in front of some great crowds too. And I'm lucky to be at a place that you can see that it's coming. And if you could print that I was better than Caitlin, please do. I tell my kids that.
James.